Come on in and welcome to my life on YouTube. So how much does it cost to be a YouTuber? Nothing. Well, wait a minute before you click off this video. Here's something you need to know. There is a two-part answer to this. In theory, it costs you nothing, except for time, and you need to have some creativity. What exactly do I mean by that? Well, simple. You can become a YouTuber using whatever tools that you have available to you. Whatever camera, even if it's your phone, whatever you've got, and then you can also use the free editing software that's available to you. Even on YouTube, it has its own free editing software. That's all great, that's all wonderful. You can find places that you can do free pictures for thumbnails. Cool, excellent, great. There's a problem. One of the problems is time. You will find that the big YouTubers, the reason that they use the more expensive things like cameras and software is because it usually takes them a lot of time to do these things if you do it in a free or cheaper way. What do I mean by that? Well, let's talk about picture quality. Your phone has great picture quality. You can get even better picture quality with a better camera, and even better picture quality with a better lens with a better camera. Ooh, okay, but I can still do video with my phone. In fact, I've done that. You will also hear about audio. You can do great video using your phone, but you can have better audio if you use a microphone. The better the microphone, the better the audio, and people are going to listen to you more. Oh, this is sort of running into some money. Yeah, but you do not have to have this. I'm repeating this. Do not have to have any of that. Just do the video. It's a great way to start. Then the next thing is editing software. I personally have never ever used any free editing software simply because I started off with Photoshop Elements and Photoshop Premiere, so that's what I already had and I used what I had, so I went with that. Then I worked up to Adobe Premiere Pro, which I absolutely love, and guess what? It saves me time. It saves me having to be creative with how am I going to get this shot to work, how am I going to make sure that everything is the right color, simply because I can do that in the editing software. Yeah, I can help it. The editing software will help me with music. Oh wait, I can get free music off of YouTube, or I have AudioBlocks, link down below, blatant promotion. AudioBlocks helps me have music which runs underneath each video, so that makes things a little bit better. It gets it a little bit more exciting. There's music in the background and people seem to like that, or don't like it. I think they like it. I personally like it. But that costs a little bit money. Do I have to have that kind of music? Can I use YouTube's music? Yes, you can. The only problem with YouTube's music is everybody else is using YouTube's music, so you're going to hear it. Okay, that's okay. It's all into content. Like I said, you don't need anything. You can do this absolutely free with what you have. You just need to be creative and you just need to take time. Editing is what I found more and more people were having so many issues with, and it was taking them so long to do their editing. Some software, especially if you record your audio separately from the camera, you have to sync it up manually. Some softwares can sync up your audio if you record separately, so that way you don't have to do it manually. It is done for you. Isn't that cool? Grading, making sure that the colors match, that sort of thing can all be done really simply, really easily, and it just costs a little money. So my real answer to this is it costs as much as you want it to cost, but you don't have to have any of that. Just be creative and use some time. What do you think about this? How much do you think it costs to become a YouTuber? How much are you willing to pay? Because don't forget, you can also do this in steps. Do I agree with doing this in steps? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I agree with buying, the next up camera, then the next up camera, then the next up camera, or saving until you can afford that expensive camera and going with that. If you think you're going to go with all the latest equipment, it's never going to be the latest. Something new is always going to be coming out, so do some research before you just buy anything. But I'm serious. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. If this is your first time here, remember to subscribe. Every Saturday is my life on YouTube, where I talk about the behind the scenes. And in case you're wondering how I did this, I originally started off with just a camcorder, and like I said, I already had the software. The mic was the camcorder mic, and I have moved up and moved up and moved up. But what's really interesting now is, unless I'm doing my kitchen studio setup, I use a mic which is just a pretty cheap mic, which I got in a whole big kit set with the tripod and all those fun things, and I think it works pretty well. So like I said, let me know down in the comments, and I hope I get to see you again next week.